that big move right now.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah, it's
sir.
coming.
You think a big
Yes,
move's
sir.
coming, Warren?
I think one's gonna come. I
Okay.
just don't. I just think it's gonna come in the draft. I just don't think it's gonna happen in free agency. It's gonna come in the draft.
Yeah.
Hey, that's when we got AJ. So shit.
Yeah, and I can see
Hmm.
us giving AJ to somebody in the draft.
That would be crazy if he did it in the draft, just how he got him.
Yeah,
Wow.
I just feel like tensions are so high in
Mm,
the draft, and so much is going on. Like, and like anything can happen at that
that's true.
point. Like,
That's
it
true.
just
That is
and
so
then
true.
then you got a very vulnerable new GM in Minnesota. So like so poaching on that. I don't know.
Hmm.
I just think something's gonna happen then because the picks are there. You can make your move, especially if they see somebody they want to get and they're like, yo, do you really want AJ right now? We can make the move right now. So
Yes.
it's just one of those things.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Marcus Blackman coming in the building. What up, big dog? What's good? Shout out to Anthony Perry with the $100 super chat. He said, just catching up, go birds. Yo, Warren. I mean,
Yeah.
Wow.
Anthony. No, I'm sorry, Anthony Perry. I'm telling you, dog. Like you. That last one, you really nailed it because it's starting to become a thing. You know what I'm saying? Anthony Perry thinks, we need to go ahead and sign Grenard. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying, like when me and Philly 500 was talking about this, it was like he was sort of kind of like saying pushing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? But then we started talking about, we actually started talking about getting like once the word started getting out while we were on that the Rams' interest in us was heating up. So Anthony Perry, I think I'll be honest with you, just based off of having talked with Philly 500 and everything like that, I think you might be ahead of everybody. To be honest with you, in your way of thinking. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I don't think you just lightly arrived at that idea because and the only reason why I'm saying it that way is because of my earlier conversation with Philly 500 today too. You know what I'm saying? And also, Warren, what do you think about all this talk? And this is, again, coming off piggybacking off of Anthony Perry. What do you think about, this the fact that they pushed Dallas Goddard's contract negotiation back to Monday.
I think they're trying to find a deal that is acceptable for Dallas Goddard and his agent, and
Mm-hmm.
also how he can walk away with and say, okay, we didn't overspend and we didn't underspend. I think that's it's just negotiation talk, but I do think Dallas is going to come back though.
Yeah, at this point, you pushed it back one day, then you pushed it back to the end of the week, and then now you're pushing it back till Monday. You know what I'm saying? To me, those signal moves are about to be made. It's like you're staging yourself. You're staging yourself to make a serious run at something, and
Mhm.
also with the freeing up of money too as well. So does this mean that this is also going to help get Jalen Carter? Excuse me, get Jalen Carter. Is this going to help get Jalen Carter signed? Is this going to help get Is this going to help move the needle in terms of who some get bringing in another person like Grenard or what have you? All that stuff is in there. Philly Ohead said, "What up, Warren?" Anthony Perry. They trying to get a deal done.
What's up?
I'm with you on that one. And shout out to Linda Conyers with the $5 super chat. She said, Grenard, Abita K, Crosby, comments, the genius of Howie. Girl, girl.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, that like all of
Oh
this
my
is nuts.
god.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
All of
fine with
this has
that.
been nuts. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, wait a minute. It might be the length. Anthony Perry said it might be the length of the deal for Dallas Goddard. This is his last shot. You know what?
You might have a point.
All right. I think me and you talked about this, but I remember, Anthony. Anthony Perry. You remember when Zach Ertz was the understudy to Dallas? I mean, to Brent Selleck. You know what I'm saying? And then remember, Dallas Goddard became the understudy to Zach Ertz. You know, I think the tight ends that we brought in to be the understudies to Dallas Goddard haven't panned out. Grant Calcaterra and so forth. I think we brought one back in, but I think we're going to draft one. So I think he's right. Truth be told, the more and more I think about it, you know what I'm saying. Now that I'm just going over this stuff in my head. Shout out to Function is in the building. What up, big dog?
Yo, 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 what up?
Yeah, what's good,
What's
bro?
good, bro?
Man?
Nothing much, man. You know, I had to slide up in this conversation, man.
I so
You know what I'm
appreciate you,
saying?
man, for real. Hey, y'all,
Nah, bro, you already know. I
I'm
fuck with
so
y'all.
sorry for being late with this, y'all, for real. You know, had a
Don't even
lot
mention it,
going
bro.
on today.
Hey
All
Leo,
good.
I like using StreamYard. Like I like you coming using StreamYard, but the problem is I have so many links opened up, like so many pages opened up. I forget where this is, and then I open up and I lose it, and then I go back and I'm like, where is it? And then I have to close my phone out, go back to the stream, open it up, and then come back in. I'm like, what is that whole thing about? Like I go into my links and they're opened up because I got like 15 different links opened up on my phone and I got to go back and find it and then I lose it. I'm like, where is it? Then I'm it's just the whole process. I got to
Hey,
go back to
feel,
YouTube, go back to membership
yeah,
SGA,
don't
man,
feel
you got to get
bad,
rid of some of them
SGA.
links, bro.
and do that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Because I
clear
got
up
so
some
many links
links,
opened
brother.
up. I got like this
Clear
link
up some
opened up for
links.
this stuff, and I got this art thing opened up. I got everything opened up. I'm like, where is it? I
yeah.
go and then it's not there, and then I gotta go back and do it, and it just I waste my time. I rather just be on here rather than me losing the stream, and I gotta go back and find it.
Word up, Logan Motorsports is in the building, and shout out to our peoples. Theo, the Detroit Lion fan, is in the
Theo.
building. What up, Theo?
What up,
What's
Theo?
up, gentlemen? How are we tonight?
We're
All
good.
good, brother.
Hey, you
How
know
you
what?
doing?
Living the dream.
Yeah, we're just sitting here, pondering like what is happening
What's
right.
up, Logan?
You know, shout out to Anthony Perry with the $5 super chat. He said, "Hate we lost Dean, but at least he told Dallas to kick rocks." Yo, so you know what,
Yes.
Anthony Perry, that's the type
Diabolical.
of stuff that's going to make it so that every time N'Kobe Dean comes back to the link, you're going to see N'Kobe Dean jerseys. He's going to always be a well-liked person. He's never going. He's going that's how you endear yourself to the Philadelphia fan base by doing stuff like that. So yeah, shout out to N'Kobe Dean for doing that, man. That make him a real one in Philly. You know, because
And Reed too. We don't know what Reed was.
Yep,
Reed probably had the option as well.
yep,
Oh, I'm sure he could
yep,
have gone to Dallas. Yeah.
Hey
yep.
Theo, I got a question for Theo, the Lions fan in this chat. What were your thoughts on the Lions signing cornerback Roger McCreary to a 1 year deal?
I
Cornerback
thought it
who?
was.
Roger McCreary, cornerback. They re-signed him on a 1 year deal.
Well, we signed him. We didn't re-sign him. I thought it's a decent signing. It's not anything
Ooh.
I'm overly excited. It's not anything I'm overly excited about. I'm more excited that we signed O linemen that are actually
Yeah.
worth a damn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw
Yeah.
that. I saw
Yeah.
that. I saw that.
Because
Old
more than
linemen are
likely,
about to become a expensive
prized
commodity
commodity.
going.
Yeah.
Yeah, going into this next season, they're
They,
they're gonna start dropping like
they
flies.
And
they already are. We've just been really fortunate in Philly. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And
we keep it.
they've panned out. They've you know what I mean? They've gone how they're supposed to, but we seen last year that thing could look ugly real fast.
Yeah, that's why I'm
Anybody?
kind of
Ugly.
concerned about Landon Dickerson
I was just about to
taking
ask.
less money. Like
Yeah,
that's concerning,
Right.
fellas. Like I'm concerned now. Does he know that he's not going to be 100% and knows that, and he's willing to take less money? Because all they
Right.
really did was just take the void years away.
yeah,
That last void year, they just removed that in his contract.
Yep.
yeah. I think he's on his way out. Honestly, you know what I'm saying. And I think this is probably be his last year. You know, and then we have to go, and we're going to have to go young on the O line again. You know what I'm saying. We're definitely going to have to.
How long
Cool.
did you guys draft Dickerson, or was he a free agent when you got him?
We drafted him.
You drafted him. Okay.
Yeah,
So
and we knew
he's
about
been
the
in Philly.
injuries. Yeah, we drafted him knowing about the injury, about all the injuries he's had in Alabama. So
Yeah.
I think it was just we just had him while he was healthy for a while.
Mhm.
Well, he fell to us because of the injuries. We would have never had him because how good he was, you know.
That's typically what happens to us. This it's usually like an injury. Nobody wants to touch him, and or they
Right.
got something going on, and then we end up grabbing them.
It's like a small school and they don't trust him like Q, you know.
Yeah,
So Theo,
Yeah,
or
so
like Jalen Carter. Remember, Jalen Carter was going through all that stuff,
Yeah,
yeah,
he
and
had a
then
lot.
same thing
yeah,
with the Kobe Dean, the
yeah,
injuries,
yeah.
Jahad Campbell, the injuries.
Jahad Campbell's gonna miss most of the off.
Theo, so I have another player that about the Lions I want to ask, get your thoughts about. So, what were your thoughts about the Lions signing defensive back Christian Izzy into a 1-year contract?
I think it's actually a great signing for
Mhm.
Detroit. It's an experienced cornerback from Tampa Bay. It gives my cornerbacks a much needed mentor when it comes to CBs. Um, I overall I think it's a great signing for Detroit. Because we need some key veterans on defense to. Because this is what Detroit's kind of doing is we're
Mhm.
gonna free agent the O lineman, and then more than likely draft a bunch of defensive players in this upcoming draft. So they're going to need guidance. So I believe the defensive free agent signings Detroit had today are more than likely going to be mentors of that group.
Mhm.
That way they know, what to expect from wide receivers or running backs or, anybody on an offensive front. Overall, I really like the signing.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, Andrew Tiger says no, not the length of Goddard's contract. He thinks Howie is trying to get Grenard from the Vikings, but probably want a third, and Howie's most likely offering a fourth. That sounds reasonable. You know what I'm saying? And I'm with you too, Tiffany. I think Campbell's going to be fine. I'm just getting that just based off of the way Vic Fangio was talking about it. Excluded Trash says, yeah, I think he agrees Landon's probably on his way out. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And Anthony Perry says Vikings want a second for Grenard, and Howie offers a third plus Grenard wants an extension. I get it now. Yeah. Linda Kyers, thank you, Linda, with the $5 super chat. She said, how important is your $130 million in cap space if you haven't signed anyone higher than the 73rd ranked player on the list of 100? Who got 130 million? You talking about the is that
Arlington.
the Raiders? Linda, who
Arlington
got
Cowboys.
130 million?
Probably talking about the Cowboys.
That's definitely Arlington.
So Christian Izyan and Mike
That's
Evans
right,
were
it is.
Christian Izyan and Mike Evans were teammates from 2023 to the end of the 2025 season, and now both of them are gone. Izyan is off to Detroit. Evans is off to San Francisco. Now both of those players who used to play for Tampa Bay are now gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I bet Tampa Bay Buccaneers fans probably are very heartbroken because Mike Evans brought so much good stuff to their team, but now we have him now. So now, I think he was good on Tampa Bay, and he's gonna do good on here. So I don't think Buccaneers fans should be that heartbroken about him coming over here
He's a
because
legend
he
Yeah,
did
in
a
Tampa,
yeah.
though.
he
He's a
did
Yeah.
a lot of
legend
good
in
stuff
Tampa.
over there. So I don't
Yeah,
think
he was
Bucks
there with
fans
Brady.
should be heartbroken for him to come to the Niners because when the Niners play the Bucks. I bet Bucks fans are going to be really to see to see their player who used to play for their team come and play for our team. Now Bucks fans are going to be very, they're gonna feel good. They're gonna kind of feel bittersweet when
I don't think
Bucks
so.
come and play us at Levi's, right?
I don't think so,
Yeah, but
SGA, because
I
SGA,
I
I
mean,
don't know.
I think
but
it's
like it is
more of
bittersweet
No,
because he
SGA,
left
let me
Tampa
yeah,
talk.
Bay
but
and
I
then he
think
came
SGA,
over.
let me
SGA, I
talk.
think it's more of they know he's about to retire. They would like for him to retire as a Buck. So the fact that he left to go to the 49ers, it's a little upsetting, but he's considered a legend out there.
But
So
isn't it
like
bittersweet? Isn't it
Yeah, because
bittersweet when when you used to play for Tampa Bay? They remember him playing on that team, and when he's coming here, it's bittersweet for Bucks fans, right? For him to leave their
of
organization
course
and
it
come over to
is.
Detroit
Of course
and then
it
come and
is
play for the
bittersweet.
49ers.
well,
I
remember
don't think
they
so. I
won a
think he's
Super Bowl
washed,
with
man, at
him.
this point, bro. He's washed
They
at this
won a
point.
Super Bowl with Mike Evans. So imagine if George Kittle won a Super Bowl with the 49ers in his last year, he goes somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Like you'll be
Yeah.
butthurt about it.
They
So
wish.
Yeah, go
Like
ahead.
they
Go ahead.
like
Hold
they
on,
re-
SGA, SGA, hold on. Go ahead, CZ. You saying something?
No, I was just listening. The Mike Evans thing reminds me of like Dawkins leaving. You know,
True,
Right,
sick to
true.
our
right,
stomach. You
That's
know,
a
right,
good
sick
point.
to
That's a good
right.
point.
sick to his
Yup,
stomach when he left. You know,
yup,
you
yup,
don't want to see him in another jersey. That's yeah,
yup,
nah.
yup. Shout out to Oscar Perini. What's up, big dog? He's in the building. And thank you again, Linda Kynes, with the $2 super chat. She said, remember, we gonna bust the bank. JJ did say that, y'all. You know what I'm saying? He did say that. She's got a point there, y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Arlington
so
was
I
talking about
saw that the Dallas Goddard thing got moved to Monday.
that.
Is
Yeah,
that
Yeah, we were
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about that a little bit.
yeah. We were talking about that. We think it's about moving money and positioning for something even bigger. You know what I'm saying? Again, it's so weird. You know, it's Howie doing something. You know what I'm saying?
I would
Yeah.
imagine, you know.
It's never this kind of difficult, especially with Dallas Goddard, because I remember in seasons past they were ready to let him walk a few times.
Dallas
So
Goddard is still good though.
yeah,
He's still good. It's not like he fell off or anything.
right. No, agree. You know what I'm saying? You know, you said Oscar finishing my shift, bro. Okay, all right. I just want to make sure I get caught up on
Appreciate
the
it, Oscar. Yeah, all's good here. Hope
yeah,
you're doing well too.
Did you guys hear about Max Crosby was supposed to go to the Ravens, but then he failed the trade, and then I was back with the Raiders?
Yep.
Well, he didn't fail the trade. He had
He was
nothing to
never
do
But
with
supposed
the
like when you
trade.
go on Google and you look up, like you look up the Max Crosby trade, it said he failed the trade to go to
Well,
Baltimore, and
he
then he came
failed the
back
fit.
to
He failed
no,
the
it's,
physical, but
yeah,
it wasn't a. He didn't necessarily fail. A lot of people believe that he didn't actually fail the physical because
He was never going to
okay,
pass it
so
to begin with.
he was never going to be.
pass one. Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is the Raiders disclosed that he had the injury, like he just had knee surgery, so his knee was not going to be in tip top shape when the trade happened.
Mhm.
And what I believe is it's probably a situation of Ravens post trade clarity, where
Mhm.
they finally realized, oh, we're giving up first round picks for a guy's knee being busted. So what they did is they backed out of the trade and got Trey Hendrickson the next day. Now
Sound
look,
like they just had a little bit too much to drink that day.
No, it
That's
sounds like they got crucified enough in the press and amongst the fan base that they took the first out they could get. You know what I'm saying? And,
yeah.
absolutely. I mean, you're giving up 2 first rounders, and
yeah,
one of them being in a draft which is exceedingly better than the other in
yeah,
terms of raw
yeah,
talent.
yeah.
So
Now I got a question for y'all, and
so
maybe
where you
y'all can
turn.
educate me on this. With Jannard from the Vikings,
Mm-hmm.
like I was not hearing anything about him like up to this trade week. What is it about him as an edge rusher that is the hype? Just like I'm trying to get sold on him.
it's a Brian Flores edge rusher, so they're extremely lethal as edge rushers because Brian Flores literally cannot stop fucking blitzing things.
Yeah.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
so he's up there because he is a Brian Flores edge rusher. Like he's quick for an
Mm-hmm.
edge,
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
so he's powerful for an edge.
Mm-hmm. And
So
shout out to Anthony Perry with the $5 super chat. He said, "You got to get our man's back from Baltimore. Would love some inside details on that whole situation. And thanks, Jair, giving up our money back."
He's hostage
So,
over there, man.
yeah,
Hostage.
no, I'm gonna tell you. So, I actually, Anthony. So, all right. So the first thing I did was I actually text him the you know how they say signed or traded or whatever. I text him that picture of Max Crosby. First thing he did was he hit me back. He was like, "Yo, I'm gonna have the pack ready for him." So we just laughed that shit off or whatever. Then we then I text him again, I think the next day or whatever, and said, "Yo, That Max Crosby shit is off, blah, 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 blah. So he texted me back and was like, fuck. And then I texted him and said, yo, y'all got Trey Hendrickson. Because he's not keeping up with things too, because he was on the road, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, he was like, he was just like, all right, whatever. When I said y'all got Trey Hendrickson, right? So it was like later on in the day, Eugene hits me back and he's like, yo, I changed my mind on the Trey Hendrickson reaction. You know what I'm saying? He said, I think Trey Hendrickson going to be a problem. He said, anytime you got a defensive lineman who lines up with no gloves, that defensive lineman is a problem. So he's happy with it. You know what I'm saying? He's satisfied. Linda Kanye says, Arlington gave up a 4th rounder for 2027 for Gary and his contract. Damn. So they got him on that. Yeah, because he's on his rookie contract, right? Every team knew he was going to fail that. And Jimbo said every team knew he was going to fail that physical. Eric DeCosta, Baltimore GM, got sour when he realized he lost 7 players to free agency in 72 hours, especially when the Raiders got Linderbaum from them. BS move. And they thinking that he might get in trouble for this shit too.
Well, I believe the league's kind of stepping in about it.
Yeah. And shout out to Linda Kynes with the $5 super chat. She said, oh, this is her answer to the question too, Warren. Linda says, Grenard is more of a football player than a defensive end. He tackles the running back on the way to the QB like Phillips. Shit.
Okay.
Yeah, he's an extremely physical defensive.
Brian Flores guy, like you said, Theo.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Andrew Tagar says, do you think AJ Brown gets moved at the draft or June 1st? My gut feeling is he will be because he wants out. I think he
might. He might not.
Yeah, I don't know if he wants out.
It's really a 50-50.
Yeah,
it
could go either way. So
where are people getting this? He wants out. He is not.
You know
he
what?
has not verbally said that.
Yeah, Warren, me and Philly 500 talked about this earlier today. You know what I'm saying? And and Philly was saying the same thing. Like, where is this coming from? You know what I'm saying?
It says AJ Brown is the Patriots want AJ Brown, but the move is not confirmed yet. Like, it's not sure whether he's going there. It says
no, they rejected the deal.
The Patriots have nothing that we want.
Yeah.
When did they reject it? Like, once they found
they
what
rejected it on Monday.
Weeks ago.
Yeah, on Monday.
Yeah. Eagles
because they made the offer they made the offer Sunday and then it got rejected Monday morning.
Yeah.
Because the Patriots literally had nothing that the Eagles wanted.
Yeah, it's not like you want your
and they now have their number 1 receiver in Dobbs, so they're not going to go after AJ Brown anymore.
And
Tariq Woolen was the only thing that we like a cornerback too was all we truly wanted. So that's why I said Christian Gonzalez. But who's Christian Gonzalez now? We got Tariq Woolen. Like I'm good now.
Yeah, the Eagles Jew said the Arlington fans are just happy with movement. They think these mediocre moves are major, especially Fart Holmes. That's true. And shout out to Anthony Perry with the $5 super chat. He said, lineman with no gloves is like peeps in the black Air Force Ones. You mean, Anthony, you talking about you talking about like the old school New York Knicks, right? Because it was like you knew it was playoff time once they put the black Air Force Ones on. If y'all don't know what that means, that's like from the 90s. Like he like when it was
I know exactly what that
means. And that means shit was about to go down. When the Knicks put those black Air Force Ones, step back, y'all. It's about to go down. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Drew Farholm's AI is hilarious. You know what I'm saying? Jordan Coughlin said they said Howie came out and said they're not trading him tonight, but teams can check back June 1st. Okay. AJ Brown didn't say anything. That's what Tiffany said. Like that's Tiffany's answer to your question, Warren. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's like that's the issue. Like I think it would, and y'all can disagree or agree with me with what I'm about to say, but I think us as Eagle fans, we need to hear AJ Brown say, I would like to request a trade.
Get me out of here.
Just like what
Micah
Parsons
officially asked
did.
for one? I don't get that. Why
Yeah.
Yeah,
wouldn't
like
you have?
he is
You know,
not requested
Yep.
for one. He hasn't said
exactly.
anything. So it's kind of like if you truly don't want to be somewhere, you're gonna like it's 2026. Players let that be known nowadays.
Oh, they
Yeah.
don't
Like
care,
even
man.
Josh Sweat,
Shit.
even is talk. There's rumors that he's asking to
He
be
actually
traded.
requested a trade. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
Uh,
would pick
What?
up Josh Sweat. I
Exactly.
wouldn't
me
even
too.
get Jannard. I would get Josh Sweat.
I
Yeah,
said the
he'd be
same
cheaper
thing.
too.
Yeah. Linda Collier said, kill the AJ Brown noise. My mama is up for trade if a team gives up value. Other than that, he ain't going nowhere. Girl, I love you. She said she trade her mama. Shout out to me, Metal Mike. What's good, bro? I hope you feeling better. I hope our prayers is working on you, bro. For real. Get better, man. And shout out to Anthony Perry with the $5 super chat. He said the media wants him out. Pay attention. They push this shit daily on sports media and Philly media. End of the day, no AJ makes us weaker. Thank you, Anthony Perry, for saying that.
That's just a fact
Hey
right
Leo,
there.
Yeah, that's true.
you know when the Cowboys got the 49ers got Osa, a lot of Cowboy fans were saying like, "Are you kidding me?" They were swearing all over the place. They were pissed off. They were like, "Don't talk to the Cowboy fans. Don't want to talk be you to talk to them when they got their man Osa."
Well, they signed him to a new contract last
The
year.
year
Was
before, yeah,
Osa
No, but
is
I've been
they
Osa
saying all these
good?
Cowboy fans are so upset. Like they're saying like some Cowboy fans are pissed off. They don't want a Niner fan coming up and rubbing their face. We got Osa and you don't got Osa. Like they're like, please don't talk to us. We're very upset right now. Cowboy
SGA,
fans.
it's the
That's more of
old
a
Niner
rivalry thing,
Cowboy
man.
rivalry.
No, but but then Cowboy fans are pissed off. Like they don't want a Niner fan
Of
coming.
course they
Like
are.
if
No,
Cowboy
yeah.
fans come over to Levi's, I bet I'm gonna get in a Cowboy fan and say we got Osa, you don't got Osa, and then it'll be like a ransom getting in a Niner fan's face. Like it'll be that kind of deal.
Well, you have to understand, SGA, you know what I'm saying? This thing
What?
between Dallas and San
No, I'm
Fran,
saying like when
Has
the Cowboys
S-
come.
predated.
yeah,
No, I'm saying when the
wait,
if the
SGA,
Cow.
SGA, let me talk.
Yeah.
What I was trying to say to you is that this thing goes all the way back to the 80s and the 90s, you know what I'm saying? In terms of them, it's more so like a one-upman type thing. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
right
because
now,
both
the
of your
49ers
franchises.
have one-upped the Dallas Cowboys. So that's what it is. I mean, the Arlington Cowboys, and I
Yeah,
apologize.
because what San Fran, I believe, San Fran and Dallas both have 5, don't they?
Yes,
I
yes,
think you're right.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, they
5
are
rings
tied.
together.
Yeah, they are tied. I'm going
But at the end of
yeah.
the day, like SGA, do you remember back when the 49ers were dominant and they kept playing the Cowboys like in the NFC championship? Like
Yeah.
Oh, I
have
That's
you
remember
the
seen like
that's
those
the
have you
couple
seen
only
of
like
time.
playoff
video of it?
games.
I saw it. That was the only time they were dominant when Steve Young I believe it was Joe Montana threw to Dwight Clark for the touchdown pass in the end
There you
zone
go.
and
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
play that set the play for the 49ers in stone. Like that's the one play people will remember for their life. Like
Well,
that
it's
touchdown pass from Montana to Clark, that connection, that beautiful connection from him to he threw it. That was amazing to see that. Like, you don't see that connection. One player has perfect connection. The pass is perfect. Like it's completely perfect. It's accurate and he just catches it and it's like you never see that.
I thought
well,
it looked sloppy.
I was
But
gonna say, yeah.
I was
I
gonna
don't
say
know about
SGA
the
like
accurate part. I'm with you, Warren. That was like some. If you think about it, that was literally a Hail Mary.
I thought that was a
SGA,
throwaway,
who's like
honestly.
your Mount Rushmore for the 49ers?
Yeah.
Like 49ers like franchise. Who is your Mount Rushmore,
who
your
are the
four?
greats?
Yep. Yep.
Dwight Clark, Joe Montana, Steve Young, Frank Gore, Patrick Willis.
No Jerry
No
Rice.
No
Jerry
Jerry
Rice,
No, no,
bro.
Rice?
Holy shit.
I'll say Joe Montana, Steve Young, Jerry Rice, Frank Gore, Patrick Willis.
What? Wait a minute. No, wait.
So
Hold
it
on.
can only be four.
Yeah.
No,
Wait.
no.
Um
So I'll say Joe Montana, Jerry Rice, um, Steve Young, and Frank Gore. It's kind of hard to give a top four because there's so many good greats on the Niners, all time greats. It's kind of hard to do top four. Like
I,
I don't
I,
want to
I'm,
miss somebody out of it.
I'm,
hell, I'll give you a top four for the
Because I got
Ronnie
Eagles.
because
Lott.
Frank.
Like you ain't got Ronnie Lott in there. Like god damn,
But
dog.
I got, but Steve Young and Joe Montana are the main guys, right? So I'm going with the main guys. Like Joe Montana, Steve Young, Jerry Rice, Frank Gore. I'm going with the main, the key guys, the main four guys.
Andrew
Okay.
Tagar says a lot of people
'Cause-
think the Cowboys closed the gap on us, but I am more worried about the Giants than the Cowgirls. I would agree with that. I've heard the same. I heard the same thing. Shout out to Fells is in the building. You know what I'm saying? He says, "What up, people? What up, bird section people?"
What up, fellas?
Anthony Perry.
What up, fellas?
Shout out to Blessed by God. She said, "What's good, bird section crew? Stopping in to say, hey, this free agency frenzy is wild. It's always go birds, and it's Howie season. Girl, you ain't never lie. You ain't never lie. And it's been a really, really, really interesting one here. You know, watching how this stuff is happening. But I am more so really paying closer attention to what's about to go down next year, how we're positioned for that too. You know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely. Next year is going to be interesting for
Yeah.
every team.
Talk about it, Theo. Talk about it.
Well, right now, believe it or not, the Lions are the fan favorite to take the NFC North back over the Bears next year. From what I've heard, the AFC North is likely going to go to the Steelers. I've heard that the NFC South is going to go to the Panthers this year.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I've actually seen a colossal upset where the Rams take over the NFC West. The NFC East is Eagles again. Ain't no surprise there.
Right.
The AFC South actually shocked me because they've got Indy winning it.
Really?
Oh, the Jaguars or
Yeah,
the
over
Texans?
the Jags.
And the Texans defense right now? Okay.
Yeah.
That's the division we play this season.
The AFC West?
Yeah, I'm going out to the Jags game for that one.
Yeah, the AFC South is who you've got this year.
Okay.
The AFC West, they've got it's close between Denver and Kansas City. But they've got the Raiders going third and the Chargers going fourth, which is surprising even to me.
Is Patrick Mahomes coming back the middle of the season, or is he expected
middle
to
of
start?
the season.
Okay, so who's their backup right now? Still Gardner?
No, Gardner got shipped over to Arizona. Remember, he
Oh,
got
yeah,
moved
that's right.
first day.
Yeah.
Let me see.
I'm just wondering who their backup is going to be because that's going to be heavy.
Yeah, we got somebody they can use, Tanner McKee. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
So
surprised nobody's wanted him.
So on October 22nd, 2017, they had an event. They had an event called Dwight Clark Day, where Dwight Clark was actually in attendance, and he was there. Who died due to ALS. That was such an emotional moment for Niner fans to be there when they played the Cowboys at Levi's, and all of the teammates of Dwight Clark were there on the field. Joe Montana was there, Jerry Rice. Everybody got together, and Joe Montana gave a speech to his teammate. That was touching, man. Dwight Clark was in tears because he loves all his guys. He was played with these guys when he was playing, so that was emotional for him, man. He was just like he couldn't hold back the tears when he was looking up there with his family up there in the box. That was emotional for Niner fans to be there to see Dwight Clark up close and personal. That was emotional, man.
He deserves it. He deserves
They
it.
couldn't hold back the tears, man. I bet Niner fans were having a lot of tears rolling down their face, and I don't blame them. Get emotional. He meant a lot to this organization. So
My most memorable moment with the 49ers was when Jerry Rice came on the field for the NFC Championship, and he was showing his rings to the Eagles fans.
Oh,
and
then they beat
and Hassan Reddick takes out Brock Purdy.
Yep.
And then they had Christian McCaffrey at quarterback. That's my most memorable 49ers moment.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. And he was out there like this. He was on the sideline doing all this.
Oh yeah.
Like that. And then they bust Brock Purdy's ass. And I kept saying
He had like a little bag with all his rings on it, and they were talking trash to him. And he was pulling each ring out. That was dope though. I like that he did that. But it's just like,
So
he put the rings
Kansas
back in that
City's,
pouch real quick.
Yeah,
Yo,
Kansas
He had them old ass rings in a Crown Royal bag, man.
Hey, those 49er rings look better than the Cowboys rings, low key.
It was in a Crown Royal bag. And then he had like a big necklace or chain on or something.
Yeah,
like
he had the 49ers like helmet on him.
Yeah,
Jerry Rice is a legend, bro. Like
Yeah.
I put Jerry
Facts,
Rice
facts,
over
facts.
any other wide
Yeah.
receiver right now.
Of all
Yeah.
the 49ers that I've seen over the years, Jerry Rice just takes the cake every time.
Yeah.
And Ronnie Lott just
Yeah.
he changed the whole meaning of safety, bro. Like he's one of them.
SGA, man, you better soak this up, man. It's the last time, man, we do it.
Hey.
Hey, I respect the legends, bro. Like I
I
respect the
know, I'm
legends.
fucking with you, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey, Lou. You know Jerry Rice is a businessman now. He has his own non-alcoholic drink. It's called Goat Fuel. It's an energy drink.
Damn.
Oh, so he's a goat now. Okay.
Okay.
No. He's not a goat. He came.
Well-
He came up with the energy drink. He's a
Yeah.
he's the co-founder of that energy drink.
I agree.
Well, I mean, technically, he is one of the greatest of all time at wide receiver.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you got to give him credit for that. I mean,
Emmett Smith is now a sponsor for the Pins, right?
Yeah.
Yep, I sure do.
Coming out of here
Absolutely.
like
And Jerry
crazy.
got like 70. He got like 70 records.
Yeah.
This is
So
gross.
I'll give. So going back to the whole Mount Rushmore of players, I'll do Lions for
Okay.
those.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
definitely, you got to put Calvin Johnson on there.
Yeah.
It would be a disservice not to. Barry Sanders.
Yep.
I'm going to put Matthew Stafford on there.
Okay.
And then I'm actually going to put...
Darius Slay.
Yeah, Darius Slay.
Really?
Let's fucking go, man. Yes, sir.
Really, Darius Slay?
Darius
What?
Slay.
Bro, he's
Who's
a
one of the-
legend out there, bro. No cap.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Goat Fuel, it's called the greatest of all time drink,
Oh, that's what it is?
named after Jerry Rice, who's the goat. That's if you look at the what goat
Is
stands
this
for,
an
it's
ad?
greatest
Is
of
this
all
an ad,
time.
bro?
Yeah, goat, the energy drink. It's called the greatest of all time drink,
Is it like
named
milk?
after Jerry Rice. He founded it.
It's like an energy drink or
It's an energy drink, like
Okay.
energy, like what you drink.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's an energy drink.
I thought it was like a protein milk drink or something.
No, it's like an energy drink with 200 milligrams of caffeine.
All right,
Oh,
y'all.
dang.
I got us a surprise guest coming in. You know what I'm saying? You guys asked for him. So my man Eugene Moose is coming in into the chat. I mean,
Oh,
perfect.
perfect.
Onto the stream. You know what I'm saying? To give us a word or two. So
Yep.
I'm just waiting for him to hop on in here. I just sent him the link
All
because
right.
that was who called me just now. You know what I'm
All
saying?
right, chat, be on your best behavior. We have a guest
Yeah,
coming.
yeah. SGA, keep your comments short. This is not a San Fran thing time. This is us being able to pick the brain of a former NFL player. So let's keep it quick, okay? You know what I'm saying?
I've seen a lot of times when my
SGA, did you
friends
hear
have
what I
done.
just said?
I'll be quiet. I'll be quiet when he comes in. I'll keep my questions to low to
Gotcha.
a
Just want
minimum.
to make sure you heard. That's all.
I heard. Hey Theo, I know a lot of my friends when they go on when they do you on their YouTube channel. I have a lot of them bring on professional current NFL players, players who have played, and they bring them on. It's great to hear. I would love to hear his story and what he went through when he comes on the stream. I would love to hear his story because I love to hear all these pro players what they're going through in their lives and everything. It will be kind of fun to hear it when he comes in.
Wait a minute. What story now? Do you want to hear?
No, I would love to hear their career, where they played football, where they started their football career, and where they are now, that kind of thing.
We already went through all that, dog.
No,
You were
who's the
here.
guy?
You were here for it. You were
Yeah,
here.
No.
For it.
you missed all that, dog. We already went through that. We what we need to do is whenever we have these opportunities with Moose, you know what I'm saying? Our conversation has to progress. It can't be the same old things. You understand what I'm saying? We you know, I get it, but I get that's what you like to hear, but we already did that part. You see what I'm saying? This dude,
Yeah,
this
we gotta pick his brain about this whole Max Crosby.
yeah, this is
being a former Raven
this is
himself.
free agency time. This is like his team, the team that he retired with, just went through some shit and everything like that. Man, fuck all that. What you doing now and all that shit? Nah, let's talk about the current events that's going on right now. You understand? SGA.
I understand.
Okay, I just want to make sure we keep it because hold on. All right. Yeah, that's all. I'm waiting on him to pop in here. I'll make sure. I thought I gave him the right thing. You know what I'm saying? But once he does come in here, let's just because I really do want to. I haven't talked to him. We haven't actually. Fellas, leave me alone, man. You already know what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, T, are you really excited for the draft for the draft in April?
Hold on,
are you going to
y'all.
be tuning into it?
Hold on, SGA. And without further ado, bringing up to the stage my man Eugene Monroe. Womp, 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 womp.
Hey man, I keep telling you, you need to add the sound effects, so you ain't gotta do that. You just hit the button, man. It just gets you right. I'll show you how to do it.
All right, wait a minute, hold on. I think I have some sound effects on here. Wait a minute, yeah, but not well. Let's see. Here we go. Yeah,
there we go.
Okay, there we go. There you go. That's the best I could do.
Sound like running water, man. Leo crazy, man.
It function. You ain't gotta talk about my shit like that, dog. Damn.
Yeah, I fuck with y'all, man.
Hey, I like the man-made sound effects, man. Come on now.
Thank you, dog. Function up there trying to pull my card in front of everybody, embarrassing me.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. No birds.
Hey, get your shit together, Moose. Goddamn. Embarrassing the host like that. How you doing, man?
Hey, I get to embarrassing, man. This is what I do.
Oh, yeah, yo. Hey, y'all. I used to say Amani Toomer was like one of the worst, but this dude right here, golly.
I'm not that bad, man. I'm not that bad.
Yes, you are. You are over the top.
I kind of been running from y'all lately with the way my team been fucking up.
Oh, dog. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of which, how do you feel about all that's been going on and stuff like that? Because I just told everybody.
I'm gonna tell you why everything that's happening with them is bullshit, and this is really the reason why I wanted to jump in, because these are the same type of games that they played, and they played with me too, with my career. And I know this because I know people and knew people on the inside before I was drafted. My roommate, who's now the Falcons general manager, was on the Ravens personnel staff at the time, both when they traded for me, but before I got drafted. And they play these health games, man, and it's bullshit. It is total fucking bullshit how they play the game dirty like that. First of all, they knew. Without a shadow of a doubt, they knew where that dude was with his recovery and his process. So for that to come out as an excuse as to why they didn't roll forward him, and then like if you know the guy's going to get healthy and you know the type of talent he is, like it's obvious. That's why you see these other GMs that have chimed in anonymously, saying it's bullshit. Because guys have come back from worse injuries than this. Like this is a thing of the past now. Like even the Liz Frank injury is one that guys can step back on the field with, and before it was a career ender. So to see this, it's just like more of the same. Just more of the same medical bullshit that they play. For example, they needed a tackle the year that I came out, which is why they drafted Michael Orr, but they wanted to draft me and put out a rumor about my knee. So for it to also be a knee injury is just so funny because they did the same thing with me, which actually caused the Rams to second guess drafting me, who called me the night before the draft to tell me it was a done deal. So like, my family and I, we went out, celebrated, like I was the number 2 pick in the draft. they made a decision to draft Jason Smith, which fine, he didn't pan out anyway. Mistake on their part, and probably is what ended Billy Devaney's career. He was their GM at the time. But to see this and to hear how they come out and DeCosta to say, no one's more hurt about it than him, like, come on, dog. Like, everybody is beyond or can read through that bullshit, It's just such a shitty situation. And then, to think about the player, he's been on this team that hasn't won in forever and has a chance to be on a competitive team now that's almost always, making it to the playoffs, to be sent back and have to play with the dudes who just dealt you away. It's just fucked up all around.
That's like getting out of jail and then finding out you got more warrants.
Bro, getting out of jail, when I got traded from the Jags to the Ravens, it felt like I got drafted again. So yeah, I can only imagine how much just heat that dude has for the Ravens now as a result of this. Just bad ball, man. Bad business all around. No
My
other
bad,
way to
y'all. I
describe
got
it.
kicked out of my own shit. Sorry about that.
Now, Gene, I know you weren't in like
Worse.
the administration or any of the running of the NFL, but do you foresee like the league taking action against the Ravens for this kind of
Nah,
move?
man.
Or?
Nah, no way. No, not at all. Not a chance.
How do you question for you, Moose? How do you think that particular move affects future
I mean,
players
if
coming
I
to
was a player
Baltimore?
looking at what Baltimore did, money's one thing, but it'll be one of those asterisks as I look at my opportunities, the teams that, I have a chance to go to, because you take everything into account. You take the city into account. You take your living situation into account, the culture of the city. Like, everything goes into account when you're hitting free agency. So, that's definitely not going to be favorable to them in the future.
Once I saw the situation about his knee, you were the first person I thought about, because I was like, I remember Eugene telling me this story, because it was a thing about his knee that caused him to slide. And it turned out, first of all, it wasn't true, and then it was like the way that came about, the full circle moment, it would sort of say, and then it's like, are they doing that shit again? Because it doesn't make any sense. Everyone knows. First of all, he had the surgery in late January.
And bro, everybody's having surgery in the off season, man. Like,
Right.
It's just what it is. Like, you
Right.
fight through. Like, the thing is, they rave about your toughness when they know you're injured and play through stuff, but then they do something like this. It's a shame.
Yeah, absolutely. I just want to say,
we got a baller though, it didn't work out, but
Hendrickson.
we still got some talent, Trey Hendrickson. I've been catching up a little bit on his game, which I wasn't overly familiar with, but after seeing it, first of all, a white DN that don't wear gloves, bro, that's a problem. That is a fucking problem, bro. The nigga does not wear gloves, bro. That is a problem. And like, just the way he plays the game, his timing with his hands and his precision. Yeah. That dude's a problem.
So you feel better about the way they pivoted back with that, how they came
No,
back?
not at all. But I think they still did bring much needed talent, because again, like I told you before, that pass rush has been sour since Suggs been gone. And really toward the end of his career, he didn't really have a comparable teammate to really help make that pass rush lethal like it should be. But got a chance now. We'll see what happens moving forward with the rest of free agency and the draft. But we got a solid one. I mean, when you look at some of the statistics, I think he was the second most proficient DE at getting pressure, even over Myles Garrett. So seeing stuff like that is definitely hopeful, and strengthens the D line for sure.
Yep.
Okay.
So
real quick,
Eugene, I wanted to ask this on behalf of CZ. He's in the chat. He wanted me to ask you if it's something like the NFLPA could possibly take action on.
NFLPA scared of the NFL, man. Until we get somebody in there in leadership that's a former player with some balls, I ain't really looking for the NFLPA to do much.
Okay.
Anthony Perry, shout out to Anthony Perry with the $5 super chat. He said, "Moose, the no gloves is the black Air Force Ones,
bro. All day long,
Facts,
Mm.
big facts.
all day long, bro. You lining up at DM with no gloves, something wrong with you, bro. Something wrong with that dude. And like I'm looking at him, like he kind of doesn't even look like a player. Like looking at his body, he looks like he a coach or something. But then you think back, like Jared Allen really wasn't built like that either, and he was a problem his whole career.
Yeah. Actually, right. Yep. And he just got
He's just kind of lanky though.
Mm-hmm.
Just like Jared.
Jared Allen. But let me ask you something, because we had someone in here who said, like, the thing is that what Baltimore did, it actually had an effect on at least half the league and what they were going to be doing in free agency. It had that kind of effect. That's what it when you do that type of stuff. You agree with that?
In terms of what effects on the rest of the league?
Your free agency strategy. If you were going to be someone who's going to be going after Max Crosby, but then now you're not, because then they had this and Trey Hendrickson, a bunch of teams.
Nah. I mean, I don't think that, everyone's going to run their own eval anyway. So regardless of what the Ravens did or thought, you're not going to rely on another team and their decisions to make your decision. You're going to do your own homework. So it shouldn't have an effect on how other teams see him. Yeah.
And shout out to Anthony Perry with another $5 super chat. He said, Allen was a nightmare. Vikings, Theo can verify.
Yeah, I caught him at the tail end of his career. It was a game where, we're in Baltimore. It snowed in November and the field conditions were terrible. So, I wonder how that matchup would have gone if we weren't trying to save our knees out there while we're playing. But,
right.
He was still a problem out there.
Now, one of our subscribers, Joe Damasi, wants to know, Moose, who's your favorite old lineman to watch currently in the NFL? Who's got your eye?
Man, the best in the game, Trent Williams. He actually, when I was on the field, he was still like my favorite to watch. That dude's just special, man. He's a special talent, unbelievable athlete, unbelievable.
Wow. Folks, please, while you're here, hit that like and subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? And consider, if you could, consider becoming a channel member. You get a carton's worth of content for the price of a Lucy. And then when you're done here, you take your asses on over to the Eagles Collective podcast and make sure you sign up and subscribe to them and hit the like button. Is where I got them in here. I got Warren in here. The best part about the Eagles Collective podcast is 3 out of the 4 hosts of the Eagles Collective podcast are actually in the belly of the beast. They're in Texas, right outside of Dallas. So they're there. And then one of them is right here in Jersey with me. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Scott, shout out to Antoine, shout out to Jay. You know what I'm saying? We up here talking, me and Warren, we representing y'all right now, fellas.
Most definitely.
And Eugene, we got to get you over to the Eagles Collective podcast. These dudes,
I'm down.
These dudes do not agree with each other.
Yeah, bro. We be arguing about all types of stuff, bro.
Eugene, they sound like us at the cabin, dog. They act just like us at I can't wait for Dunn to meet these dudes, dog. These are
we got to get Dunn on here, man. He needs to be regular.
Yes. Dunn was one of the original co-hosts of the Bird section. Because the Bird section, y'all, just to give you a quick brief history, the Bird section is actually a runoff of the Smoking Heroes podcast, which was me and Eugene's show. And me and Eugene would give our friend me and Dunn an opportunity to talk about the Philadelphia Eagles. And then after a while, Eugene's like, y'all need to start doing something like
The
this.
truth is, I was just tired of hearing about the Eagles, so I figured if I let y'all just do y'all thing, I can step out the room and not have to hear that stuff.
And we would just keep going and going. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's exactly how it was. And then we went to the Super Bowl, and this motherfucker went and we lost. And then he went and FaceTimed the guys in the locker room of the Chiefs while we were sitting there licking our wounds and shit, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But
I ain't gonna lie, that's probably the dirtiest thing I've ever done to somebody.
Bruh, hey y'all, hey Warren, he did us. When I say he did us dirty, he did us dirty. I was so mad. I was like, this motherfucker here.
You said this what this locker room look like.
Yeah, that's pretty much how he said it too.
That was dirty, man. That was low.
That
was so low of me, man.
And then decorated the place with Chief shit and everything. Me and Dunn up there trying to offset the shit with our Eagles jerseys and stuff. We were trying to hang shit. Nah, him and his wife, they had the streamers up, you know what I'm saying? All that shit. They had Chiefs jerseys. And I was like, man, it's some bullshit.
I was just repping the boys, man. That's all.
Yeah, you was, but it was a little. Hey, y'all, he wasn't right. I'm just saying it like that. He wasn't right. I haven't gotten over that yet. I'm still, even though we won, you know what I'm saying, 2 years later, I'm still not over that shit, man. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? That was terrible. You know, and I still feel some kind of way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was no holding, man. No, not holding.
Thank you. You know what I'm saying?
Leo,
hey, but we needed that though, Leo.
We got out here, man.
We wouldn't have the Jalen Hurts we got now if it didn't happen.
I said, what about this bipolar weather we've got out here, man?
I call it the 52 fake out. This is how everybody gonna get sick.
Bro, I'm riding my bike, you know, it's 82 degrees out, and the next day it's snowing on my face. I'm like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, it's fucking 32 over here, and it was 60 on Monday. This is bullshit.
It was 82. It was 76 here earlier this week, and then the next day it's snowing. So you know, whatever. Shout out to Anthony Perry with the $5 super chat. He said, "I'm sure Moose don't love Chiefs either. He was doing reconnaissance." And Jimbo said, "Moose, we always appreciate you coming on and sharing your wisdom of the game." Yes, we do. You know what I'm saying? And just like my man Anthony Perry said, yeah, y'all hit the likes, get them up. Let's get these numbers north. Yes, thank you, dog. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? And Chris RGC said, yeah, 100 weird weather. You know what I'm saying? Yes, this is some really bipolar, schizophrenic, all that. It needs to be on medication, this weather here. You know what I mean?
Don't worry, Leo. As a guy who lives in the Great Lakes state, I can safely confirm, yeah, this shit's normal.
Yes. Well, yeah. It's a sign.
I get all the lake effect bullshit.
Oh yeah, that's right. You Lake Michigan, right? Yep. Yeah.
Well, Lake Erie, technically.
Lake Erie. Shout out to Tiffany Simpson. She said, "Yeah, y'all hit the smash the like button. Yeah, for the Eagles Collective podcast and the Bird section. You know what I'm saying? This is, y'all know that's like me and Warren's tip jar. So get it up for us, man. Hook us up. You know what I mean?
Keeps us going.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. You know what I'm saying? This is what we be needing, and this is what we be needing to have happen for us to get that algorithm moving in our to our favor. Okay, you know what I'm saying? But Eugene, I saw that Sonny made the announcement that he got a player signed to the Colts.
Yeah, Jonathan Owens, Simone Biles' husband.
Yeah, Simone's husband. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Rashad White's he's in DC now. Commanders.
Really?
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay, Rashad White's in. Okay, so he's in the division. Okay,
yeah, all he's in the neighborhood. You got to meet him and his uncle too. They're good people.
Okay. And then with Jonathan Owens and Simone Biles going out to Indianapolis, you know what I'm saying? As soon as I saw Sonny's name, I was like, oh shit, of course it's Sonny. Yeah, forgot. You know what I'm saying? Next time you talk to him, man, give him a shout out, give him some dat for me.
Will do.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
I know I'm thinking about him. So here's the thing. We see, with the way things are going, have you had an opportunity to take a look at some of these? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I got you, fellas. Hold on. One of our. Oh, here it is. Okay, Fell says, Brother Moose, with the moves that Be More made so far, do they look like they're in a championship mode or rebuilding?
It's definitely rebuilding.
Mm.
It's definitely rebuilding season for the Baltimore Ravens.
Because Tyler Lindenbaum's gone, Isaiah Likely's gone. You know what I'm saying? You got Trey Hendrickson, but then
In the likely situation, oh man, that's just interesting / stressful. Like deciding on Andrews versus him, letting him walk like that is just I don't know, man. I don't know.
My man Joe Damasi says he agrees with you with Trent, but if he gets cut, he'll be shot. You know, I'm just reading off these things. I want to make sure I get all these. Why Hurts reading kids' book? He needs to be in that Sean Mannion playbook. Or Brian Pumper. Yeah, no, he's doing it. He also made a comment about Sean Mannion. He said that so far, they've been in contact with each other, and the things that he shared with them actually has them really, really excited about what's coming. He said wishes they had more time to be around each other, and that will be happening soon. And shout out to Anthony Perry with the $5 super chat. He said Moose moved like Luther on some Idris Elba detective. Ravens made some good moves. Tell Jair Alexander, thanks for the refund though. Yeah. I think we got about close to 900,000. It's like
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 900,000 he gave back.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
And just by the way, Brian Pumper's he hates Jalen Hurts. Like
Yeah,
he's a
really,
true
he's a Hurts hater.
he hates Jalen Hurts, bro.
Yeah, because well, you know what? It's not hard to tell. Look at that. Why Hurts reading kids' books? Why not? It's all season. Who cares? You know what I'm saying?
What's the issue with being invested in the youth? I think he's doing a great thing.
Well, it's just one of those things where
Catch me up. What happened? What are people talking about?
they don't
Jalen
like
Hurts wrote a kids book.
Lil Muscle, what's good?
What's good?
Tell him what you was doing today. You was doing.
Yeah, I seen that kid whoop some ass, man. I love that kid right there.
Hey, you should. You should have seen him. He had his students today.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't? What was you doing?
I was doing karate.
Yeah, I know you was doing karate.
Yeah, just karate.
Oh, I thought you was teaching.
Hey, Leo, chill out now.
Hey, I just be sitting in the look, Gene. I be in the truck. I can't be in there watching him. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, man. Hold on. He up here trying to finesse me out my phone, Gene.
Hey, tell him 25 push-ups.
Go ahead, knock him out. Seriously, I like that idea. I don't ask you to do much. You know what I'm saying? I don't ask you to do much. Let's hit it. Let's see it. Yo, he doing it too, Gene. What? Hit all three of the lights. See the three lights? Push them down. All of them. Yep. One more. There you go. All right, go ahead. Let me see. All right, y'all. He getting it in. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm.
Remember, fitness is important, people.
Speaking of Leo, man, I've been grinding, getting ready for this 100-mile race next month.
I see you doing your thing, dog, on that bike.
About to be out in the desert riding, man.
Jeez, oh man. Andrew Tagar says it was cool to see Leo on Philly 500 stream earlier. Appreciate you, Andrew. I had a good time talking with Philly 500, and we actually hung out. All right, let him know. Go ahead, let him know.
I'm done.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
All right, go.
Every hour you're on the game, you got to do 25 push-ups.
Yeah, hey, you know what I'm saying? He came and finessed me out my phone. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. I already said that. Shout out to Anthony Perry again with the $5 super chat. He says, Pumper is a flake, hating a guy trying to uplift the kids is low scum type shits. Get a life, bum. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, what's that about, man? What?
This dude Hurts needs that how to read zone defenses for dummies. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there's this thing here, man. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Hurts has been ranked the most hated player in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? And And you hear me tell you about how the local Philadelphia media hates him. You know what I'm saying? Like they cannot stand him. And Ryan Clark put it best. It's like, how do you defend someone who does not defend themselves? You know what I'm saying? That's the secret. He don't defend himself. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean,
I don't
why?
think he
Why would he?
cares.
Why would he?
I
That's
don't
the
think he
point. Yeah,
cares.
that's the point. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole point. And real quick, Jimbo says, Moose, do you think Ruben Bain Jr., the defensive end from Miami, will have a hard time transitioning to the league? A lot has been made of his 30 and 7/8 inch arm length.
You know, measurables don't really tell the story. That doesn't mean much, man. I can't say it'll make a difference either way.
My man Fell said he had to start yoga class today, so he's still sore as hell.
Like you can have a dude with stretch Armstrong arms, but if he's not precise, does it matter? Not really.
Who does
You know,
D-Punk hate?
you got linemen with pterodactyl wingspans giving up their chest, getting bull rush. Like long arms don't matter then either.
Yes, Tiffany, he was. You know, I'm just reading these. I'm getting caught up on these comments here. CZ for real, brother. That's some serious shit. Yeah, if that's coming from the elder Fells right there. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, bro. Like I said, we holding you up in prayer. We hope you're feeling better. Glad to know you're doing your yoga thing. Keep going. Keep doing your thing, dog. You know what I'm saying? You know, we need you back here ASAP. All right. And again, shout out to Anthony Perry with the $5 super chat. He said, I'm sure Lamar had these same type haters gonna hate, miserable, jealous motherfuckers out there. He ain't wrong. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think they're hating on Lamar like they're hating on Jalen.
No, yeah, yep. And Brian, he said, Brian Pumper don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. That's that Beverly Hills Cop reference right there. You know what I'm saying? But hey, Pumper, I don't know what's going on with you, dog. You know what I'm saying? But
He's a Cilioite.
He's a
He's a Dan
minion.
Cilioite.
Okay. Got it. Now it all makes sense. So Eugene, Dan Cilio is a content creator on Jacob Sports, and they say he says he's an Eagles fan, but he played college ball at Miami with Jerome Brown and Michael Irvin and them. You know what I'm saying? But you know, like the way he talks, you know what I'm saying, it's like he tries to be controversial when it comes to the Eagles, always trying to get some shit, like starting some shit that there's nothing to be starting. So it's like that's where we are with him. You know, he's a Tannerite. Oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? Jalen is a winner, breed of one. Amen. You know what I'm saying? You're more than welcome, Fells. You know what I'm saying? Why do the Jalen Knights associate?
All I remember about Miami or the U is we beat them 48-0 to close out their old stadium when I was at UVA. So that's all I remember about.
Good. Good.
Wow.
And they had everybody and their mama on the sideline.
Hey, but the U is back. Am I right, fellas?
Yeah, for sure. Wait a minute. Forest Hill said Jalen is limited. We can do better. I mean, he wins. I'll take that. Agree with his limitations, but when you maximize
what limitations? What?
This is it's dog whistling, Eugene. We decided that we were on the bird section. We were going to start calling out the dog whistling, and that's what he's doing. Low Eagle said, Leo, what's good? Moose, what's going on? If I can let me get in. Low Eagles, just go to the community tab. The link is right there in the community tab. Shout out to CZ with the $5 super chat. He said, Leo, correction. Sills always says he is no Eagles fan, but Arlington, but Dallas is sketchy.
Yeah, he does claim he's not an Eagles fan. So
okay,
but he has the Dallas Cowboy helmet in his background.
Okay, good. I don't claim him, so I never did. So I'm glad we don't have to. Word. They also told us not to let that rat poison affect our team for our offense. Shout out again to Anthony Perry with another $5 super chat. He said, too easy. Nah, you got to get the nah in your tailpipe. Diddy, 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 diddy. He's talking to Pumper, yo. Jalen Hurts too short to see over the line. Don't target the middle of the field and don't throw with anticipation. Wow. The limitations the coaches put on him. There Forrest Hill said there's his own unique limitations like other QBs have. They all have something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're starting to see, like, you see Eugene, you see how the hate for this dude, you know what I'm saying, is real. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
they're mad about it. They're personal about it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Yeah, but if Jalen Hurts looked like somebody else, they wouldn't be doing all that.
yeah.
That's the way I look at it.
Oh yeah, if he was Josh, there you go. You know what I mean?
Hey, I this is why I love my girl. This is why we love Linda. She said we can do better at QB than Jalen. Go be a Bengals fan, KC fan, Rams, Bills, Ravens fan. But Jalen beat all of them.
That's just pure hatred right there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Pumper also says Tanner will be the next Joe Montana. Oh Lord. Shout out to CZ with the $5 super chat. He said, ask the Hall of Fame players and coaches, ask Joe Theismann if Jalen is limited. Joe Theismann wanted to rip Dan Saleo, brand new asshole. He was sick of his shit. You know what I'm saying? I saw that episode.
Yeah.
His Hurts equalizer was his legs, but now he can't get to the edge. He's washed. Wow.
What?
Yeah. This is how this dude is talking.
This guy is wild, man.
I'm not personal about.
Sounds like he's rage baiting.
He is.
Yeah, he is, man.
I'm in the Ville. Master Eagle said, I'm in the Ville now. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Love
so
what he
glad
did
I
with
don't
Jalen.
have these conversations about my quarterback.
Yeah, listen, it's the most
Man.
annoying thing too. You know what I'm saying? We got to deal with this type of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And that's how they
The
talk.
only conversations surrounding Jared is Jared's old. That's it.
Yeah.
Welcome to
old.
our world, Theo. Welcome to our world.
Yeah.
He's
And
old.
he came in the same league. He came in the same draft as Carson.
And
you know
Dak.
And Dak, yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Again, to everyone in the crowd, I would like to say both Jared Goff and Carson Wentz have been to a Super Bowl. Tell this to your friends in the back. Make sure they hear it.
Speak on it. And Eugene, in the bird section, we're officially calling the Cowboys the Arlington Cowboys. They don't deserve to be called Dallas anymore. So they are the Arlington Cowboys.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? You know, their way of thinking in terms of from a winning perspective comes from the late 1900s. And so it predates the internet and everything. So they have to learn through us what it means to be a modern era winner. You see what I'm saying?
That's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah.
I wasn't even alive when they won their last Super Bowl.
That is true, Theo. Yes. And mind you, Eugene, Theo's in college right now. So that's telling you something. You know what I mean? It just, things are a little bit interesting here. Hold on. Let me read some of these. I got lost up here. Hold on. Linda Kanye said, Jalen is 59-26 in 5 years. Name a QB with a better record in 5 straight years with 5 straight playoff appearances. That is true. You know what I'm saying?
59-26. Oh, shit.
In 5 years. You know what I'm saying?
That's like a 70% winning percentage.
Oh,
right?
Yo, Eugene, Master Eagles in Charlottesville right now. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Tiff, I agree with you. Keep dropping those facts. Yes. You really think about it, they hit the coordinators for Sirianni, not Jalen. Yes, they hired the coordinators.
Yeah, that's the fact.
Yeah, I agree. I think there's a lot of redundancy there with the coordinators. You know
I will say this though, you would think after all these coordinators that they've been through, that Nick Sirianni would have gained something off of them, or kind of like soak some knowledge to where he'll be confident to want to start calling plays at some point. So
yes,
hopefully we see that.
I think
No, I'm actually messed up.
I don't think anytime soon. You know what I'm saying? I don't think anytime soon. You know,
He showed us last year he couldn't still do it.
yeah, the
You know?
only statue has Nick Foles Carson had to feel like that should have been me. It is true he did feel that way. He admitted to it. Albert Breer reports that AJ wants to go to a team with a QB, crazy slander from his number one. No, it's not. That's what you should want that. If you know you're about to get traded, yeah. You know what I'm saying? You want to go to a team that got a good QB. You know what I'm saying? I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Okay, funny, since the internet was around in 95, heck, even in 1990, even though on a Commodore PC, it took 1 week for a sentence. To get someone, but okay, only 60 Super Bowls. Not like there has been 200. Yeah, Chris, I see you. You know what I'm saying? I see you.
Which is why, once again, want to pencil in the Detroit Lions Super Bowl 61. It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
And we're going to hold you up in prayer with that, Theo. You know what I'm saying?
Look, this is 60 years of delusions, okay? It's not going to get no better until we win one.
Wow.
Damn. That's hard right there, bro. That's hard. We
No,
pray
he was
for
there
you,
10
dog.
years ago, though, so I get it. It's sad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But we're not that far removed from having been there. You know what I'm saying? So the
them
thing about
Cowboys
it,
fans used to kill us for that shit.
yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my
Now
god.
the new thing is 5 is better than 2. So okay,
Yeah,
you know, however they need to move the needle. But look, y'all, we're coming up at 11 o'clock. We're coming on an hour and a half. I want to thank my special guest, Eugene Monroe, for coming on to the bird section and giving us your time. Stay close by the phone. I'm going to call you right back as soon as I end this right here.
Hey,
I want to
peace, y'all.
shout out to Theo.
Take it
Shout
easy,
out to
bro.
Art.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, shout out to you, Warren, and the Eagles Collective podcast. Folks, make sure y'all hit the like and subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? And take yourselves on over to
Most
the
definitely.
Eagles Collective podcast and do the same thing right there. You know, there's a lot to still talk about, especially since now we know that Dallas isn't going to get, we're not going to do anything with Dallas until probably Monday. You know, so we'll get some clarity then, you know, so that gives me and Warren things to talk about. All right. With that, I'm going to say good night. Y'all take it easy. You know what I'm saying? And we'll see you right back here on Monday on the bird section. Oh, peace.
Prayers up for Fells. Prayers up for Fells.
Prayers up to Fells. Yeah. Hopefully he'll feel better. He did some yoga.
Some yogurt.
Yeah. So you know he hurting. All right. See y'all
and
later.
Remember,
man.
y'all do a good deed today.
Amen. Have a good weekend, y'all. Peace.
Peace.